What's up, guys? Today, I'm gonna rank the Batman Arkham series. Hopefully you know what that is. I'm ranking it today, of all days, because I'm actually in the middle of replaying the last one of them, Batman Arkham Knight, for the third time. Yeah. So, as I say, let's get on to this ranking. Number 4. Arkham Asylum set the basis for a lot of things, how a superhero game should be. And I'm glad. I mean, without this game, there's a lot of superhero games that probably wouldn't exist right now. And who am I kidding? I love this game. It has really good combat, and I think it genuinely has a pretty good story. But I do admit, it is probably one of the shortest games in the series. I mean, I beat it in not too long. And it's just, honestly, it's a good time, but compared to the rest of the series, sorry for my mumbling, it's just not as good. So, yeah. 4. Number 3. So, Batman Arkham Origins is widely regarded as the most underrated Arkham game, and I can kind of agree. I mean, Arkham Origins has a pretty good story, probably the most cohesive throughout all of it. And honestly, it has the best boss fights. That Deathstroke fight, definitely one of the best fights in the series alone. And Bane was also really cool. And there's a lot to love here. But I genuinely think that second place between this game and the next game can be swapped out any day. Because today I think it's Arkham Origins, and today it's the game in number 2. So, let's show you. Number 2. Oh, what I'm about to say here is a little controversial. I don't think Arkham City is the best game in this series. And I know people are going to get mad at me, but honestly, there's a lot to think about. I mean, yes, Arkham City has really good boss fights, a good story, and good gameplay. And I understand the next one doesn't have that great boss fights, or at least ones that are as memorable as, Batman Arkham City, but you gotta admit, there are a lot of things that Arkham City did good that this next game did better. And I honestly think Arkham City is almost a little overrated because everybody just loves to say Arkham City is the best superhero game ever made. I wouldn't put it that far, but I would put it as one of the best, not the best. So, for where it stands, it's number 2. Forever. And if you think something else, you're wrong. Number 1. Very controversial. I genuinely think Batman Arkham Knight is the best game in the series. And I'm not the first person to say this, but here's the thing. I've played Batman Arkham Knight all the way through 2 times, and I'm about to do it a 3rd time. And I have to say, out of all of the games, not only is there the most to do, there is probably the most fun to have. And despite the boss fights not being, as top tier as Origins or City, they definitely make up for it with really good combat and honestly decent DLC. Not nearly as good as Arkham City's DLC, because, their DLC was a lot more detailed and a lot more, it was just better. But that's not to go as far as to say that Arkham Knight's DLC was not good at all. In fact, I think Arkham Knight had some really good DLC. Not only that, they had the most characters that you could play as throughout the entire game. And honestly, I genuinely, if you put me in a room and you'd say, hey, you have to choose between playing Arkham City or Arkham Knight, which one are you choosing? I'm choosing Arkham Knight because there's more to do. And, you know, I would get bored of Arkham City because eventually I would beat Arkham City. And it's simple. Arkham City, there's just less to do. So that is my list. Thank you. I don't know how hard it was to record this and edit it all together. Honestly, I kept stumbling throughout the entire thing, and I noticed. And, well, I hope this was a good video, and probably wasn't that best of a list. Like I said, my mind always changes between Origins and City. So, I'll see you next time, man.